Beautiful people, hope you're all well.
What we got today, man?
We have the following question from one of our supporters. What are ways with building confidence and like not scared of going outside the box? Very good question.
Shout Roddy Rich, man.
Why?
The box. You like that one? I was right, innit? Just came into my head.
Put out a heart out here.
Oh, he said put out. What are ways to increase confidence, basically?
Basically, yeah. And then be more outside the box. That's a really good question, man.
That's a really good question. You know what? I heard a motivational speech once, yeah? The only thing that gets smaller, the more you run towards it, is fear.
Ooh. Never heard that, but that's
yeah.
Litistan.
Yeah, the only thing that gets smaller, the more you run towards it. So basically, do and force yourself to do shit that you won't do. Like, you can't. Like, all right, let me put it this way, yeah? If I'm at the gym, I always like to use the gym as an example. You know this, yeah? If I'm at the gym and my maximum that I can do of reps, let's say bicep curls, the maximum I can do is 10 kg for like 5 reps, yeah? Bro, let's say I do that for a year. A year down the line, I'm still doing the exact same weight. How am I ever going to get better? How am I ever going to increase?
What progress did you make?
What exactly? Like, I'm never going to be... And then imagine when I do get better, how much more that enables me to do other lifts. Because if my biceps get stronger, that might help me with my back. That might help me with my shoulder. I don't know. That might help you with your deadlift. So once you increase one aspect, that increases you as a whole. So my point is, if you stay on that 10 kg for 5 reps, you're not going anywhere. You're not progressing. You can stay at the gym for 10 years, inshallah, yeah, bruv, you're not going anywhere. You're staying stagnant. So the only way to grow and have growth is to bust out that box, bruv. Mash up the box and leave the box.
Personality is a very, very big factor. Some people generally, like myself, since as far as I can remember, I've always, since I was a kid, always been a loud kid in the sense of like, I can always say, I've always had confidence. I've never minded being somewhere alone or whatever. Maybe like here and there, like I didn't want to go to the local shopping centre alone when I was like 14, 15 or whatever. But that's just social like clout and shit, innit, when you're a kid. But like starting off with building confidence, baby steps are always the way to go. Bro, start with maybe, for example, if your confidence is, if you want your confidence to be built in, for example, speaking to the opposite gender, you're thinking, I get nervous when I speak to girls, or like, I can't really go to school, college, uni, or colleagues and speak to the opposite gender without fucking up my words or like stumbling or whatever. Then maybe just small, simple steps, you know, say to yourself, like, all right, today I'm going to try my best to ask 3 of my female colleagues, what did they get up to this weekend? Yeah, exactly. I know there's no flirtatiousness behind it. There's no ill intention behind it. If for example, maybe you're not that popular at uni, college, school, whatever it is, and you're thinking, all right, how do I expand my horizons and become friends with like maybe the cool kids, because I'm not as good at football as they are, or rugby or whatever it may be. Then maybe find like another common ground. Or like if one of them's in your maths class or your science class, and you notice something about them, like they've got drip on, like they've got a certain pair of trainers, or you see what I'm trying to say? Yo, bro, you know about, you know what I'm saying? It happened to me in college when, you remember when Chief Keef dropped I Don't Like in 2012? Yeah. There was a guy in my college class who was from a completely different ends. We didn't really speak, and then one time he was walking out the class and I was walking in the class, and I heard him singing, that's that shit I don't like. And I got, hey, which version do you prefer, the BBK version or the original Sosa version? And he was like, oh, you know about it? I was like, yeah, come on, bro. And then, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, exactly, man. I think as humans, we're so capable of just literally, let's say point A is where you are, point B is something you want to do, somewhere you want to be, whatever it is. Yeah. Let's say it's as easy, I'm going to give an example. Let's say it's as easy as trying out for the football team. Yeah, at school, at uni, whatever. Let's say you're off the pitch, and they're all in the middle of the pitch. What your goal is now is to walk from where you are to the middle of the pitch. There's no barriers. There's no obstacles. There's no flipping IEDs, and there's no, like, it's just you. It's a straight path. The only barrier you have, mad cliche, but it's your mind. It's your mind telling you nah, don't take that step. Don't take that. So my advice is, honestly, you need to have some aggressiveness about you to tell your mind to just shut up sometimes. You just need to have that thing where, bruv, do you know how many jiu-jitsu classes I went to? And before the session, I'd be like, I'd convince myself to just go gym instead or just work out instead. Like I'd watch people get on the mats and I'm like, oh man, like, no, let me just go run. Let me just like go bench press, whatever. But then I was like, bruv, shut up, man. Like it's just an hour. Like honestly. And then after I finished the class, this happened to me every single time. After I finished the class, I'd be like, oh my God, I'm so happy I went. Like
100%.
The only thing
100%.
stopping you is you. So sometimes just, you can tell other people to shut up. Just tell yourself to shut up, bro. Just be like, bro, stop being soft, man. You need to have that. Bro, I know man them who used to like kind of be harsh on themselves and be like, bro, you're wet, man. You're wet. Why can't you do this? Go do it right now. Used to be like harsh on themselves. Go and do it. And now they're very like
100%. Even if we're taking it to the extent of like starting the podcast back last year, like we weren't the best in that on a camera, bro.
Yep.
We didn't, bro. Like the first time we recorded, the mic fucked up, so we used our phones.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
but we believed heavily in our source. We were like, bro, HeyHSquared is, bro. We're sick. We're lit. It's just gonna take a bit of time.
Bro, going off that, I had never been on a camera. You know, I had never been on a camera
and let
before.
me pause you and look how sick, mashallah, this guy is,
Appreciate
bro.
it.
I'm not even just saying that because you're my guy, bruv.
Okay.
But if you didn't try, how?
Bro, no,
we wouldn't get
like,
this question today if you didn't try.
It's not like I ease this is my point. It's not like I ease myself in. It's not like I put a camera in my room, which you can do, by the way. That's not a bad idea. It's not like I put a camera in my room and I started talking to him. I'm like, hi, my name's this. We literally, and a podcast is not an easy thing to do because it's one take. You're not allowed to cut and edit like these YouTube videos. It's literally one whole massive take.
Trust me.
So we took it to the extreme where put a camera and we just sat down and it was my first time. I was a bit nervous. I'd done it and look where I am now, bro. Like,
trust me, man.
Being this camera, this little digital thing, bro. I know if it acts up, I could just dash it. Like I could just smack it. It's not. It's a little piece of. Like it's your mind making it. Oh my days, there's people watching me. Like I get hesitant. No, man. Dash that. Get out your box.
I would just say, you know, as the question mentions the term, you know, going outside the box.
Yeah.
Like. It's all about, I'm gonna sound like such a fucking motivational speaker right now, but it's all about being comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like whatever the problem is, whatever the hurdle is, females, studies, you're not popular in school, you're not that good at sports, or you know your colleagues are taking you for a jam tart, whatever the fuck it may be, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or you started your driving lessons and after the first few lessons you fucked up somewhere and you're scared because you don't want to stall again in a roundabout.
Yes.
Like, bro, like the only way you will ever jump that hurdle again and jump it successfully is actually by trying to jump over it.
100%.
Don't let the fear of failure stop you from even attempting. Fair enough if you try something 10 times and you flopped, then at least you can say, all right, maybe this thing ain't for me, you know? But if you try something once, come on, man, you know what I mean?
I think my ending point is I personally, I don't know about everyone, but personally I would rather be uncomfortable. Let's say the female situation, let's say I'm not good talking around females or I just get nervous around females. I would rather be uncomfortable for about a week or a month of trying and then be good for the rest of my life than be uncomfortable and awkward and anxious every single time I'm alone with a female for the rest of my life. Do you get it?
Couldn't
So
agree
it's the
more.
rest of your life versus 1 month.
Couldn't agree more.
Suck it up.
And my final 2 cents would be, well, not that I haven't said it already, but literally, first decide what is that hurdle you want to jump over.
Yeah.
Once you've narrowed it down, okay, these are the things or the areas that I want to improve. Like this hurdle, that problem, whatever. Once you decided what they are, ask yourself, okay, logically, what do I do to get there?
Yeah.
And if you still don't know, HeyHSquaredPod@gmail.com.